Assalamualaikum and very good day to all. My name is Zaki. I'm from the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology (FTMK) of Universiti Teknikal Malaysia, Melaka, UTM. Today in the Cyber Resilient Conference 2021, I will be presenting a paper titled Review of Digital Forensic Framework for Blockchain in Cryptocurrency Technology. This paper has been written by my team from UTM and also with the collaboration of our partner CyberSecurity Malaysia. The author of this paper, Dr. Aslinda Hassan, Dr. Wahidah Shah, Dr. Shekh Faisal Abdul-Latip, and Professor Rabiah Ahmad from UTM. And from our collaboration partner CyberSecurity, we have Dr. Aswami Ariffin and Dr. Zahri Yunos. I'm going to break my presentation into three parts: the introduction, the discussion and finding, and finally I'm going to conclude my presentation. Generally, our paper discussing on the digital forensic investigation process in the area of blockchain, focusing on cryptocurrency. A blockchain is a decentralized ledger of all transactions across a peer-to-peer network. It is a public electronic ledger built around a P2P system that can be openly shared among the separate users to create an unchangeable record of transaction. In every transaction between two parties, each of the transactions will be timestamped and linked to the previous one. And every time a set of transactions is added, that data are going to become another block in the chain. The blockchain is the primary technology behind the large number of cryptocurrency nowadays, and because of due to its monetary reason, it has become an obvious target for cyber criminal either to use it for laundering money or as a target to be exploited. And of course, when there is a cybercrime took place and there is a need for a digital forensic investigation, and based on this reason, we conduct a review of the implementation of digital forensic investigation process in the blockchains and cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency has been introduced back in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, and since that it has been revolutionized the conception of cash money. Cryptocurrency is purely peer-to-peer electronic cash that make it possible to send payment directly to the intended recipient without relying on any third party. It means you don't have to rely on merchant bank to handle the transaction. The transaction between the payee and payer can be dealt directly in an efficient way and verifiable and permanent transaction. The hype of the cryptocurrency has increased its value compared to cash money. On 25th of January 2001, the date I screenshot of this picture, you can see that one Bitcoin is equivalent to 34,570 US dollar, which nearly to RM 100,000. And as I mentioned earlier, if there is a money involved, and there will be a criminal who going to manipulate or exploit it, either to hide their illegal transaction or they try to steal money and gain the cryptocurrency illegally. And of course, when there is a money, there will be a crime related to it. When there is a crime or incident, we need the investigation process to investigate the case. Based on this reason, we are conducting a review to see the work that has been done in the digital forensic investigation process related to blockchain and cryptocurrency, and we are collecting the method and technique that has been introduced by researchers in handling investigation and these two methods. We adopted the systematic literature review or SLR method in our survey. The full detail of the SLR can be referred to our previous published paper in the OIC Cert Journal of Cybersecurity, entitled A Systematic Literature Review on the Security and Privacy of Blockchain and Cryptocurrency, which is published on February 2020. Focusing on this paper only presents a small scope in the digital forensic investigation process in ensuring the security and privacy of blockchain in cryptocurrency. So from all the papers collected, we only found 11 papers that discuss in detail on the techniques and method inside the digital forensic investigation on blockchain and cryptocurrency. In our work, we map the work done by the 11 researchers into the phases in the general framework of digital forensic investigation process. Previous studies shows that the digital forensic investigation process can have from 3 to 13 faces as depicted in table 1 here. But fundamentally, all these 3 to 13 faces can be categorized into digital forensic investigation process phases, which are the identification, collection and preservation. The one is examination analysis, and the fourth one is the presentation. And from the 11 papers that we found, 10 papers are discussing the identification of evidence in cryptocurrency environment, 8 papers discuss on collection and preservation process, and 4 papers discussing on the examination and analysis process. The table 2 here are mapping each paces with the work done in the 11 research paper. So next one I'm going to discuss on each of the phases. Identification means a process where investigator used to detect, recognize, and determine the incident or crime. It's used to support information to prove a case and verifying the validity of a given information. The finding that we have found from this paper, it has been discussed that any incident can be identified blockchain related to few evidence, and the evidence can be found in the user's machine, which can be defined as the machine used by the both payer and payee. And of course, another information that we can collect is from the cryptocurrency block and ledger. Most of the paper discuss that the way that they extract the information, they use some tools, namely bit iodine, bit cluster, chain analysis, NumSite, elliptic, internet evidence finder, and also the ENCASE. From the 11 paper 20, we found out that paper 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and 37, 38, and 39 are discussing the phase of identification. The next one is the collection and preservation phases. In this phase, what happened is that is the process of acquiring the evidence from the crime scene. It's involved making a digital copy, using forensically sound method and technique, collecting the metadata, setting up the case number, the examiner, the timestamp, case user location, and the time zone. From the paper, most of the paper discuss on what is the information can be gained from the evidence. For example, inside the user machine, you can find out the wallet for the client, okay, and you can find the key, the public and the private key, the transaction ID, the passphrase, the file location, and of course the cryptocurrency transaction from the cryptocurrency ledger. The next phase is the examination analysis, which in these phases there is 4 papers that is discussing detail on the technique used in examine and analyze the evidence. From the finding, we find out that there is a paper discussing on where to actually get information like the public and private key, the transaction data, including the address, label, transaction ID, amount, fee, and the timestamp, the contact, the passphrase, and the backup location. Other than that, they also examining the wallet of the client or the user, which inside that wallet they can find information about the registry on the wallet the log file, the debug.log file, and ps.dat. And of course, in the cryptocurrency ledger and block, we can find out the information on the cryptocurrency transaction signature scheme and also the cryptocurrency address. For the analysis, paper 30 and paper 37 discussing details on the technique used to analyze the evidence, especially the user memory and the hard disk analysis. They applied the graph-based analysis and clustering, and they look at the cryptocurrency address and try to cluster the Bitcoin address and find a group of addresses that belong to the same user based on the block and transaction from the local Bitcoin. These findings are based on the cryptocurrency environment and also the infrastructure use. Unfortunately, there is no paper that is discussing on the presentation, which normally presentation is just a way of doing or creating report from the evidence found. Okay. In the conclusion, other than looking at the previous research, we also can find out some of the open challenges that we can focus on in the future in the digital forensic investigation process of blockchain and cryptocurrency. And among our suggestion on the open challenge issues is that one, of course, the process of preservation issue. Second, there should be a formal forensic framework should be designed, especially for cryptocurrency environment, and there are many different technology and platform cryptocurrency environment, and to use clustering algorithm is needed for processing big data on cryptocurrency ledger, and the development of cryptocurrency testbed is needed for further exploration of the cryptocurrency forensic. And for that, I end my presentation. If you have any question, you can contact me through that email address, zaki.mas'ud@utem.edu.my. For that, thank you and Assalamualaikum and a very good day.